Okay, so let's start. Let's continue our discussion on the framework design. So what we'll do today is, yesterday we learned about, first of all, today is day 23, and we are into framework design using Playwright. And what we did yesterday was we understood like what all layers we need as part of the framework, and we started working on page-based model. And what I want to do is I want to automate an end-to-end flow. Okay, and in that end-to-end flow, we have already seen the login screen. From that, we moved on to the home screen. From here, we'll see like we will go to the product screen, right? And then from the product screen, we'll go to the card screen. From the card screen, we'll go to the checkout screen, and from the checkout screen, we will go to the success screen, right? So this is the flow which I want to take, right? And as of now, we were able to complete this page, the login page, and one part of the home, right? So we'll try to cover all these today, okay? And have a end-to-end flow. So let's start. Yeah,
Uh,
please, Anand.
Akhil, a quick request. So before you start, so yesterday I was trying to, map
Mhm.
the concept that we have learned. So before you start, can you again just do a quick recap. So where did we added the DAO class once again in the POM, and what the methods again, and the purpose again. I
See,
just remember.
as of now, though, we are just working on form side, right? Page-based model. We
Yeah.
have not implemented any DAO concept till now.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So
Yeah, yeah.
we will first complete the page object model layer. Okay. Once we are done with it, then we'll move to the DAO layer. We'll provide input and output DAO layers, and
Yeah.
then we'll go to the verification layer.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
So, and with respect to the page breadth model, if you want me to revise, what we learned yesterday was
yeah.
you will create a class per page. Okay, which like this. Like
Mhm.
if we talk about a login page, this is the class which you created. You will export it by default so that you don't have to again. What happens is if you export something, right, with default, when you try to import it, you can just use any name to import it. Okay, then so that is what it becomes. That is what the we have learned in part of JavaScript, right? Again, a concept of JavaScript, nothing to do with Playwright.
Mhm.
Okay, coming back to this part. So, what do you have in the class? You will create all your locators like instance variables, which you will mark as private using the concept of encapsulations, right? And what you will do here is, if you see, we need a page object, right? So that who will call this class? Your test case will call this class, right? And your test case receives a fixture, right, called test, right? Hey, hi, Hassan. Your test case receives a fixture from Playwright called page, and that page represents a browser, right? And if you want, as part of the test case, if you want to open a login page, right, you would like to open it on the same browser, right? So you need that instance of the page. So whoever wants to call this light login form, they will have to give the reference of the page which they got in their test, right? So that is why we provided here, and then we are doing what in the constructor body. First of all, we are initializing the value of page. Then we are creating the locators, right, for all the elements which you want on the page. So constructor job is this. Then what we have is we have the methods, right, which are equivalent to the actions which you can take on the page. So one of the method which every class you will see to have is go to method, right? So that you can go directly and make a change over there, right? You just navigate to a page directly. If you go here, right, fill username, fill username. So fill username, fill password, click submit, right? These are all the different actions which you can take on the page. As part of the concept of method chaining, what we did was we did what we wanted to chain this method with this, right? So that you don't have to write in separate lines. Although although writing this way of test case is also not very good when you look at it, right? In case of selenium, it might look good because there you don't use await, right? But because of the concept of promise handling and all, you would require to use like this, right, in this case, which does not look very good. So what we'll do is we will do what we'll I'll take one more approach, right? But again, the concept is that you will have to chain them, and to chain them, what you did was you if you don't provide this, what does it return? It returns a promise of void. So when you say a void means you cannot do anything after that, after calling that method, because it returns you void, right, which means nothing. Now, if you wanted to change fill password after fill username, right? You have the responsibility to make sure that fill username returns the instance of the login form, right? And as you can see, right, by doing this, you did this, and by doing return this, right? Return this is the part which is making sure that the instance of the class is getting returned. The same reference of the class is getting returned back, right, to whoever who called this method, right? So you get it back. You're just defining the type of the return. That's it. Okay. In the last case, there was a click submit method, right? Click submit method returns navigates to the next page, right? So what I did was uh, just to change the methods of the home page with this click method, right? Click submit. What I did was I created an instance of the home page here itself, right? By providing the page object, right? Whatever I have received, and then I was returning, right? I was returning it, and then I just typed the written type of the method, and because of this, what happened was after the click submit, you were able to access the method of a home page also. Why? Because click submit returned you home form. So these were the concepts which we learned yesterday. Okay, Nand?
Thank you for the recap. Yeah, no, it's clear.
Okay. Okay, great. So let's do one thing, right? But again, what I was telling, right, or what I'm saying is, see, if again it depends on our intellectual thinking and all, right? What you if you see, right, I am creating small methods for all three different things like this, right? What I would rather want to do is I would rather create a method, a single method saying fill credentials, or let's say submit credentials, right? And here, what I will ask, I will expect the user to provide. I will expect the user to provide me. Let's say as of now, I'll do it like this. I'll say two inputs like this. But once we create the DAO layer, we will improve on this also. Okay. And what are we going to say? We're going to say await this, await password, and await submit, right? You can do this. Or if you think, right, if you have the individual methods like this and you just wanted to create a wrapper on top of it, what you can also do is you can just simply call these methods. uh, this dot fill username, this dot fill password, this dot click submit, right? And once you do this here, right, you think here, right, that click submit is something, right, which will result into the home page. So what you can do is just after doing this, right, you can say return this part, and here you can do this. And now because of this, right, what is the benefit? You don't have to write in three different ways. You will write something like this now. Await this, sorry, not this, login form dot submit credentials, and you will just provide these values, and that's it, right? Now you can see, instead of writing it this way, till now you could just write a single method to do this. But again, it depends on the context whether it is possible or not to do for you, right? And now if you see, right, submit credentials is the one method on the login form. After the submit credential, it returns me a home form, right? So it's very easy for me. I can just say and click for it. Okay. But again, you might not see people doing method chaining in case of JavaScript, because every time you do it, you will have to deal with this await multiple times. So the better way here is you should always do that method chaining for sure. It should be there, right? I mean, from the in the respective files over there. But what I am saying is, what you can also do is, if you see, right, this submit credentials, it submit credentials, right, returns you what? It returns you the home form, right? What you can do is you can just collect that home form, which is type of home form here, right? You can collect it. Cannot really declare. Oh, I did already there, right? Okay, and now what I'll do is I'll just say pom pom dot click product link, and that's it. Getting it? So here, if you see, right, instead of writing in the above ways like this, right, like this, you do it like this, in separate lines. If you are comfortable writing this way, great. If you are not, at least in JavaScript, I am not comfortable writing. I do not like writing multiple awaits. It looks like what fancy things we are doing. No, let's make things easier. But if you see, right, because of that method chaining concept and page chaining concept, I do not have to initialize the home form by myself. It would be done, taken care by the submit credentials when I hit the submit button. Okay, so you can see, and if I run it, it will work. So again, just the change of mindset. If you feel this is good, you can use that. If you feel this is better, yeah, use this, right? Okay, so let's move ahead. Now we have this page. So on this page, we did the sign in, and we had this password thing. I clicked on it. Okay, one more thing, right? What you can also do is, what you could also do is, let's make use of code gen, right? Code generator. We did not use it, right? Code gen. It will help me to record my scripts. Again, I don't need the recording of it, but just for the purpose, right, that people should be knowing, what you can do is go back to the URL. What is my URL? This is here, right? And where it went here. So this is being recorded. If I this, let's hit this. You see, right? It was hit, and we landed up on again. It has not logged in. Let us log in here. So it is here, right? So I will fill the value. What is the at the rate email.com. Whatever you're doing, just keep on doing here, right? And you will see all the script here. So I reached here. Now I wanted to click on this product. Let's click here. After this, I want to select M. I want to select pink. I want to select the value here. Let's say 3. Add to cart. You see this. Click on here. Go back. Let's reduce this somehow. Let's do a checkout. We are here now. Let's fill the value. Let's say Delhi, whatever we feel, and let's say we are in US, and we'll change the province to Alabama. Let's set it to 110099, and we'll scroll down. Here we'll select standard delivery, turn into payment. We'll move ahead, then select cash on delivery, and let's place an order. If you see, right, this is our complete flow, and if I have to stop now, let's stop. And if you go back, this is your entire script which has been recorded here, right? Okay, but if you see, yeah, Kiran, please.
Yeah, I can see the difference. While we are doing in WebDriver, we have to spend a lot of time to like generate this code, and in Playwright, it's just in a minute.
Right, and again, right, if you see, right, it is using its Chromium browser to do this,
Right.
right? So which is again very fast because this has been modified by them to make it faster.
Yeah.
So that is the reason. But again, see, again, it depends, right? If you see, if you ask me, I do not see a value of this. Okay, personally saying, I do not see a value of this because if you see, right, I am not interested in writing my code using get by role, right, and all this. And if you see, right, what it is giving me, it is just giving me this page dot get by role like locator. First of all, get by role is not in. I'm not confident with it. Second of all, if you see, right, what did it give you, right? It just gave you all the clicks which you made. That's it, right? And if you see, right, this way, right, get by text and all this, Do you think like this is some of the locator which can really help us to find an element? No,
No.
right? And see, unnecessary arrow downs and all these are there, right? So
Right.
I'm just saying, right, if people just wanted to understand like what CodeGen can do for you, it will be able to record the script because you're using the Chromium browser. But will it be of value? I really doubt. Okay, I really doubt. But if you know the concepts of Playwright, right, I do not think that you will ever need this, right? If you want to work on drop down, see what it is doing, select option, yes, you know about it, how to do the drop down selection, right, and all this.
Mhm.
So again, for people who are new to Playwright, maybe they might find this to be of use for them, but for me, I don't think it's a use for us, since we have gone through the immense detailing of Playwright. Okay, so I will not use it, but I just wanted to show you like you could generate the end-to-end flow through it. If you try to rerun this as is, right, it might work, it might not work. Okay, it might work, it might not work. So wherever it gets stuck, you will have to change the flow accordingly. Okay, and that's why even in case of Selenium, right, you also have a recorder, right, that is a plugin which gets attached to the Chrome browser.
Right.
So that also gives you, but that those it gives you Selenium script, right, which is again of no use to you. You will have to either convert it to a Selenium JavaScript and do it. And there are ways, I believe, to do that. But again, does it really help? No. It can help you if you are trying to, if you are not technical, and if you just want to record something, right? And by God grace, if it works, great. Otherwise, you will have to fix it every now and then. So again, I will not use it, but just wanted to show you that this is also possible. Okay,
Yeah.
let's close this. I'll close this Chromium browser also, and we'll come out of this. Okay, great, right? So let's continue our part. So this is the login form. This is the home form. In the home form, right, we just create one variable, one locator like this, right? We will refine them. Okay, we will refine them based on once we start implementing a DAO layer. But as of now, this form looks good. Let's move ahead. So what we did was, yeah, Anand.
Actually, can you just execute the code once for the change that we did? Because for some reason I am seeing uh, some JSON pay, payload on the page, and it is not able to click on the click product link.
Did you navigate it to the page,
Yes,
correct page or not?
yeah, I can see that page is getting open. My credentials are also getting filled. Button is getting clicked, and then it is going to a
It is
blank.
it is it is showing you a payload where it shows a JSON box and showing something, right?
Yeah, yes, it's showing some SID value and some.
Understood, understood. Yeah, Kiran, please.
I think it is not navigated yet, and it is trying for the click button. So we have to wait for navigation, right?
Yeah,
If you are okay, let me run this. Let's see what is happening. So let's run this way. I can also play it from here, right? It will work.
yeah,
Let's
I
see.
tried. I tried from here. Only. It works.
So you're logging in, you fill the value, and you log in, right? So it works for me.
It works for you. For some
Okay.
reason, I see a blank.
So what I can tell you is maybe sometimes, right? Sometimes the application has an issue. Again, it's a free source application, right? So it has an issue, which I also encounter sometime, but it should go away unless and until you are doing something else, right?
No, uh,
So
I am getting the timeout error only. So it is trying to wait for it, but then it is not getting it since.
okay, maybe you can refer to the code once I push it, right, and maybe you can validate whether everything is looks same or not.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So let's proceed, right? So we are here, right? So we wanted to click on this. So let's say this is the only thing which I want to do in the home form. Now let's get to this page, right? This is called as a product page. Okay, I'll call it as a product page. And what I want to do here is I want to select this am green one and add to cart. Let's go back. Let's get a page. New file. .com.ts. Form.ts. Let's create all the pages also. Then we'll have cart form. Then we'll have checkout form. PS. And then what we need is we need a success form also. That's it. system.ts. Okay, so we are here on the product form. Let's start creating. Export default class product form. What name did I give to other ones? Login form. It's capital P or small p? Oh, it's capital P. Capital form. Okay. Now here, what we'll do is we'll create a constructor. Let me copy now. Why I'm writing it again and again. Open to the site. Okay, so we have the page. Let's a quick fix, add import, quick fix, add import. We are good. What we have to do is what we need is I want to work on this M black, this and this. So there are four locators. This is the size, this is color, this is text box, this is add to cart. That's right. Size size, what is this? This is like an input box. So size, let's say option size. What should I say? This is what let us locate this. What is exactly it is? This is like us. Okay, this is like a list. Okay, let me write size type. Okay, size type, size type, and private color type locator. And what we'll do is we have a page, and then we need add to cart button also. So private add to cart button locator. And what else? I think there was one more. Yeah, this quantity private quantity text box locator. Okay, great. So let's copy this size type. Go to the next line. We'll say this dot color type. This dot quantity. This dot add to cart button. Right. So let's here and let's close this. Okay, let's write the easier ones. Let's find this one. So if we go and inspect this, you will see an input box with quantity, right? Let's find this input name equals to quantity. We got one. Let's see. So here we'll say this dot page dot locator this value. Oh, not there. Okay, color type. Okay, let's say add to cart first. Add to cart button, and then we have a span tag called add to cart. So what we'll do is uh, button type equals to button, let's say. Then we have span tag where text equals to add to cart. See, learning how to write a XPath and all this, right, is a very crucial skill. If someone, I mean, does not have the required knowledge around it, I would suggest you please refer back the tutorials which I have shared with you earlier. Okay, this is the biggest reason, right, for your test case to be flaky. Okay, so try to write the locators very well. Try to learn to write locators very well. It will only come with practice, but with the right knowledge, right? So please, I have shared that knowledge, but the practice is on you. So color type. Now, if you see this color type, so this is a list where should I go? Variant option list. Let us try to understand the structure of the page. Uh, so M and L, which is the size, is also a list. And here, this is also a list, but these are under two different divs. So this is one div, this is second div. And if you see right, almost everything is same. So we'll need a way to differentiate them. What I can do is product page middle. So this is this section variant container grid. Okay, variant container. Okay, flex is this, and it contains both the div tags, this one and the other one. Okay, so and I want to go here in the second list. Okay, I think using XPath would be better choice. Let's write here. What is this variant option list? So how many options I got? I got two, right? You can see I got two here. One is this option, second is this option. If you wanted to work with the coloring, right, coloring part, then I need to go the second one, right? So this will not work. If I say one, it is right, it still gives one of two. So there is a concept called grouping index, which I will use, and now you can see that it gives one of one, but this is not the right one for me. This is pointing to what? This is pointing to the size. I am talking about the color right now, so it will be two. Okay, so I am here, so which is okay. Now I wanted to be inside the list tag where the L where the okay, if I do li here, you can see I'm getting four options. Now I wanted to be inside the a tag where the text, let's say, equals to something like, let's say, green. See, now it matches to it. So again, this green, black, and all, I will refine them once I will make it customized once I use the DAO layer. But as of now, let's just put it like this. So we'll say this dot page dot locator is this one, and we want it for the size also, right? So for size also, this is almost same. You will copy this, remove it. Instead of 2, it will be your the first index, and here you have to do M. If I check this, it should be able to find it. You see, it is able to find M. Similarly, it will be able to find this A also. Okay, great. So, and this is what I will have to customize afterwards. Okay, fine, right? So this is the constructors here. What I will do now is create methods. I'll create 4 different methods to work on to select the size, right? So what we'll do is we'll go here, create a method called public async select size. So select size, and what we'll do is we'll put in the value. We'll ask someone to provide us the value. Let's say so size, right? So size, let's say string, and what we'll do is we'll say await this dot size type dot click. Okay, now there is a problem, right? Size type here, we need to change, we need to verify, we need to modify this, right? So what I will do is instead of saying this as a locator, I will call it like a string, okay? Because I want to change this part over here in these two cases. So I will do what? I will make it like a string. Even the color type, I will make it as a string. What I will do here is I will remove all this. To remove all this. And I will do one thing here. I will replace it with some characters. Let's say dollar dollar, double dollar, double dollar. What I will do now is uh, size type, right? So if I say size type, we have the we will get all the methods of the string here. We need to change, right? So how to change? Replace. So what we now want to replace? We want to replace double dollar with what value? With the value which I'm getting here. Is your size. Okay. No overload matches this call. The last overload. Okay. What does it ask here? Replace search value and replace value. So yeah, so this should be fine, right? Why it is complaining? Text in a string using a regular expression or search string. A search string. Oh, I'm using await. That's why no
I think the size should be in string format.
size should be in string format. It is capital S. That's why. Now it's fine, right? The problem was capital S. Okay, fine. So here, right? So this is how it will do it. You do not need to do an await on this because this is a synchronous operation, not a async one. Right? It is not going to replace. It is not going to give me a promise of thing. This is fine. Now I have this size dot type being replaced. But okay, replace the text uses this string containing the text to replace. Matches this is the three flag is set to right. Okay, one thing which I don't remember right now. Does it modifies the original value or does it keep it or not? So let's size type replace. Okay, let's ask or let's we can also okay let's ask. What do we call it as? That I'm forgetting the name. What do we call thing as? This dot size type but replace this. Okay, so replace method on string modifies the original string. Yeah, please.
So in these cases, we have is it a better way to write the locators using the private read only type? So it's like it cannot be rewritten if something like this can rewritten, right? So we can initialize it with private read only, and then it cannot be like override the same locator. So in first private here only we can say read only. So it will read and replace it, but not replace the original value. Just my thought.
No, no, you're right. But again, if you see right, even this method will not replace the original value of size type.
Right,
Okay, so this does not modify the original value. It will replace some value in it and generate a new instance of the string, right?
right,
Which we can collect somewhere and then work on it. So replace method, if you see right, it returns you a string. So it will return the string which we wanted right after being replaced. What I will do now is I will now do the coding like this. I will say this dot page dot locator, or you can generate a new. Okay, let's generate a new one. So we'll say let uh, size type locator. Okay, which will again a locator here equals to what? It is equivalent to this dot page dot locator, and you will just feed this value over there. Okay, and locator is again does not returns you anything on the promise part. So it will be like this, and then you will do what? You will take this up, and then you will say await size dot locator dot click. Getting it?
yes.
So instead of keeping size type as a locator on the above, I kept it as a string, and I just gave any expressions which I would like to replace with the correct value once I received them from the method, which I did here, right? And then this gave me a string which I passed on to this locator thing, which is an locator, which is like an XPath for it. And now I'm forming a locator out of it, and now I will click on this, right? Similar stuff I'll do it for the color type also. So let me just copy paste this code. color type. Uh, Select color, sorry. Select color, and yeah, Kiran, please.
Also, in constructor, we can create functions for the dynamic XPath, right?
In the constructor, we can call.
Create a new function for the dynamic XPath, like size type we are passing and replacing it. We can create a function, and inside that we can do the
So the problem is, right, the size will depend, right? Size will, you can change size here. If you're saying that I can create this function over here.
no, not that function, but for like dynamic XPath function. Let's say we created a function to pass on parameter called size of type string, and then every time we use that size type function, we can pass it and it will return us a locator, like we did in the WebDriver IO.
Okay, maybe I'm not recollecting it. If you have the code, can you please share? If you think like you know that,
Give me 1 minute, I will.
yeah. Okay, and give me a 1 minute also, right? I'll be back. Just give me a
Sure.
minute.
Hey, Kiran.
Hi, Anand.
Uh,
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Akhil, I didn't understood one point. So when we converted this uh, class variable, size type, color type, and add to cart, size type, what was the need to convert them to string instead of convert? Initially, we decided to make them locator type. Then we updated them to a string.
See,
Previously,
if you see right, the size could be, you could see right, there are multiple sizes, right? M, L, small, and all that, right? Now,
Mhm.
if you have to write a locator for all three, you will have to create three variables here, right? Size M, size L, size S, right? Because the element locator would be different for all three,
Okay,
right? I don't want to do it. So today is three. Today there are three options. Tomorrow there could be 10 options, right? I
okay,
don't want to do it. I want to make it dynamic, so that
okay,
user will tell me what element they need, what size they need, and I will just, and because I also see, right, that this will remain same. Everything is same. Just this changes, right? This part changes, right? This text information changes for depending on the size you want to select. So why would I create three separate locators for them? I'll create only one and would like to replace the value as per my wish, right? Whatever user want to do. So that's why what I did was, and if you would have created it as a locator, right, then it means like you will have to provide some value to it, right? What I did was I created it as a string, then I will manipulate the string and form the right XPath for it, and then provide it to the locator method. This is what I'm doing.
which is happening in the methods that we designed, select size
Yes,
and select. Okay, okay. Going in the reverse direction, we declared the strings, then we manipulated it with the value that is going to come from test case,
hmm.
and with that updated string, we are converting that into a locator type,
Right,
and then that locator will help us to perform the action. That's the
right,
dot.
right.
Okay, okay. Understood.
That is what we're doing, right? And again, if you would have taken the other approach of keeping three different sizes here, right, then you would have to create three different methods also, or let's say one method with the if else logic, right, which makes no sense.
Actually, I was thinking on the lines that was it possible to keep them locator type but make make the change in the locator
No, 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 no. You create when you do this, right? When you do this, it creates an object of locator internally, right, and assigns it to this variable. It is not a string anymore.
okay. So
So
manipulation of that.
you cannot modify that object.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, now it's clear.
Okay, so Kiran has also shared some code. Let me just copy paste and see what he was suggesting.
I
So,
was suggesting to paste this inside the constructor and then later on use inside it.
so you're saying to here in the constructor,
Yes.
okay, and then do what?
Just I was thinking, can we create this function inside the constructor and then reuse it? But is it that was my idea to, and then inside the select size we can use this method to pass the size as a string and then it will return a locator and then we can click on it.
Again, right?
I-
It's like you're doing the same thing just inside the
Right.
constructor, right?
Yeah. Got it.
So I would say, right, let's keep our constructor very simple, and since let's follow what we will do, right, for all
Yes.
the pages.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
So okay, so let's remove this.
Akhil, is this what Kiran suggested is doable? I just like I have a doubt that when this class will get called, like so the constructor will get called first. So wouldn't it go for evaluating the locator in that case, and it is still the value the variable is still not passed into the
Ah,
constructor.
you're correct. You're correct. Someone has to pass the value for that also, right? And you'll then and you could see as of now there was no way, right? Then we'll
Yeah,
have to form that way also,
yeah. So,
right?
yeah,
So again, it's a lot of work. So and again, it's not a good practice to do that. So let's not do that, right? We'll try to see what if there is a problem which cannot be solved, then we'll think of some exceptional solutions. But we know that there are easy way to do it, and let's keep our framework easy, right? So that it is easy for everyone to comprehend and also maintain it later on. Okay, doing this right, you will be consistent also across different pages. Okay.
I
So
completely.
again, if tomorrow again, if we face any other locator which requires some modifications, which requires some dynamic values inside this is the way we will try to deal with them. We'll put these strings, right? We'll assign the strings to those variables, and then create the locator inside the functions directly and use them. Or what you could also do is, right, you could just separate this part of creating a locator outside somewhere so that you could reuse it in somewhere else. So what Kiran said, right? Let's say this one. What you could do is you could create a method altogether for it, like this, and make it private. Make it private. Okay, make it private. That is select size, not select size. I will say create size locator. Create size locator. I made this private. I will going to accept this part here. This will not be async. This is will be this part. And here, if you see, right, it should be doing what? It should be doing this part inside it. It should be doing this part inside it. Just a second. Something like this, right? And then it should say return. You can do this the way he's saying, but yeah, you can do this thing also, right? By replacing it this value. So both of these are two different ways to do the same stuff. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll just say return size type locator, size type locator, and we'll just comment this out. And over here, what I'll do is I'll just say uh, I'll call this dot create size locator and provide the size to it. That's it. Once you receive it, you will get a locator out of this, right? And then what you will do is you will just say click. You can do this also. Is it clear? Now what will happen is tomorrow if you
Yes.
need to create the locator again somewhere in some other method, right? You will not have to write this code again. You will just reuse this method. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Anand.
I couldn't follow the overall objective. Can you again just revisit like why we did
See,
this?
just understand this way, right? Let's say tomorrow, okay, you understood the code or not? Don't understand the objective, just understand the code. What we are doing currently is, what is the objective of this method? The objective of this method is to just to create a locator, right? It will not click it, it will just create a locator for you.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, I got it. I got it. We separated the creation part from the action part.
right, right,
That
right.
we use it in
Some other
the.
methods, right, wherever needed.
Okay, yeah, makes
Okay,
sense.
okay, great. So we got this. Yeah, Hassan, please.
So how do you gonna pass the so you're gonna have to invoke the function to pass on the size, right?
Yes, that's what I'm doing here, right?
Okay,
I'm
okay,
calling this here,
okay.
and then what I will get is I will get the locator, and then I'm clicking on it. Right? Okay, so this is how you will do it, and similar stuff, right? We'll do it for the color also. Let's copy this code and place it here. Create color locator. Create color locator, or like this, and select color here like this. Create color locator, and this dot color type. This dot color type. This will be color type locator, and you will revert this. Select color. Let's remove all this, and then we'll have create color locator, and we'll give the color to it. And we are good, right? So these are the methods which we get, and we are done with the two different elements, color and size. Let's work on the quantity. We will form okay, we did not give what we need to also. Let's say if someone would like to change this, I will say promise, and we'll say what, if you click select, you will still remain on the same page, right, which is your what, product form. So I'll do this, and to satisfy this I'll have to say return this. Okay, so again here also, and copy and paste this. So we got all this. Now yeah, method, right? So we'll say uh, fill quantity, fill quantity, fill quantity, and this will be quantity, and this will be a string again, and I will say this dot quantity tb, and quantity tb, and I'll say dot fill quantity. Correct. And it will return. So we are done with this, and then we need to click on add to cart. The method would be public. Let me copy this. Public. What was the click add to cart button, and we don't need any inputs. Fine. And once you click on add to cart, what we need is the locator for it. Locator is this. We'll just say dot this dot click, and that's it. Okay. Now when you are clicking here, right, on add to cart button, if you notice, it does not move to the next screen, right? It does not move it. If you will do something like this and click on add to cart, it opens up this screen, right, which is this one. Now let's see what exactly it is, right? Is it a pop-up? It's a dialogue, or what? If you go here, if you see, it is being displayed as a Toastify, which is a part of this, right? So a dialogue, what is a dialogue? A dialogue is something, right, which is created at the browser level. Okay, browser level. So this is not a dialogue. Okay, if you have to deal with a dialogue, right, it is something like you will not see the HTML code for it. For a dialogue, you never see an HTML code. That's a utility given at a browser level. So I can as of now I can understand like this is not a dialogue. Okay. Second, is it a pop-up? It is not a pop-up also. Why? Because at least in case of Playwright, pop-up is what? Pop-up would be something if it would like it would be like a separate page altogether. Okay, a separate page which will have its own HTML tags. So again, it's not a pop-up, it's not a dialog. It's just a locator just shown in this way. Okay, just designed this way. So if you would go right, add cart pop-up button, and where we do need to see this. Let's try to get this if we can. This is here, right? So we'll copy this, Control F, and we'll say a dot this one. This is one of one, right? So let's copy this, and what we need is we need a locator for this also. So private view card, right? View card, and that's a locator. So this dot view card button, let's say I'll call it as a button equals to this dot page dot locator, this value. Okay, and what I will do next is I would like, after I'm done with everything, I would like to click on it, right? I would like to click on it. So public async click view card button, or let's say button. Okay, we'll define what we have to give there. Await this dot view card button dot click. If you would notice what happens after this, if you make a click here, it navigates to the next page, right? If I click on it now, it will navigate to the cart page, right? So we need the object of the cart page also. So we'll go back. We'll first have to create the cart form, right? This cart form. Let's go here. Let's just create a placeholder for it. Default class cart form, and here we'll just create a constructor here, constructor which will accept page, and we'll define what the page would be. Let's just fix add import from here. That's it. If we go back, we'll do is, we know once if you click on it, it will move to the that page. So we'll say promise, and we'll say cart form, and it will ask, I don't know cart form. Okay, it was able to import, I believe. So return new cart form, and it will provide this dot page to it. Okay, so this is how your product form will look like. Okay, all these methods. Now let's try to see whether it works, and I'm sure it will not work. We'll have to do some other stuff around it, but let's understand what could be the problem. So you made what? We made a click on submit credentials. We got a form, and after that it clicked on this. Now clicking on product link, right? Okay, now we need to connect this also, right? You clicked on product link and it should have navigated to the uh, product form, right? So let's first go to this method, this here, right? If you see, I want to chain this, right? I want to chain this. So what I'll do is, I know that if you click on the product, you will end up on the product form. So I will say it will return me a promise of product form. And since I want to do this, I will say return new product form with this dot page. Okay, now if you go back to your test case, product form returns you product form, right? Sorry, this product link gives you product form. So again, it's up to you whether you want to do it here, or you would like to collect it somewhere, right? So I would rather collect it somewhere. So I'll say let product form, which is of type product form, or the product form equals to this. Okay. And what I'll do after this is I'll say product form dot. Again, you have a choice whether to create four separate methods to do so, like what I did here, or you could also create a single method which will select all the values, right? So let me create such a method also. Public uh, uh, fill fill product details. Okay, and I will be given, as of now, since we have not used now layer, I will just segregate this out. So let's say size. First information which I'll collect is size. Second information which I'll collect is color. Third information which I will collect is the quantity, and that's it, right? And what I need to do here, I need to just call these methods. So I'll just call these methods in sequence. So this has to be a sync. So I will say await this dot select size, and for the size I will provide the value as size here. Await this dot select color, and I will provide color here. Await this dot fill quantity, and I'll provide quantity here. And then I will click on await this dot add to cart button dot, sorry, not this one, await uh, this dot click add to cart button, yes, done. And then await this dot click view cart button. Now view cart button is the one which is the last operation as part of this, and it would result into what? Into the promise of the next page, which is what? Your cart form. And you will just say return this. Getting it? Now what I need to do? I just need to call this method. I'll come here, call this way, and I'll provide the value. Let's say I will say M for this. I will provide color as green, and I will provide quantity as 3. We are good. Okay, this has to be a string. No worries. Let's provide it as a string, and this will be await, and this will give me what? It will give me cart form, right? Let me collect the cart form also. Let cart form equals to this, and I will have to import this. Let's import this, right? So this is what you will do right now, right? But since I want to call it, first of all, let's do one thing. Let's just use it this way. Let's see what will happen, okay? Whether it will work or not. So let me just check again. We were on the, let's go to the card again. This is this, and this. Green is G small, right? Okay, let's see. Let's run the test case and see our observations. I believe we would require some, we'll have to apply some weight strategies, but let's see whether this works or not. So it logs in, it goes there, right? And it will fail here. Brilliant, it will fail, right? Okay. Let's see where it will fail. It is trying to find the element.
Maybe we should we will have to implement a wait on once we are on the product link page.
But I just want to show you the error also. Like, oh, you're right, but we'll have to do something around it because this page, the way it works, right, is quite different here. I'll tell you why.
Actually, it seems it has an image and then couple of other stuff on the page. So it might take it a little while to completely get projected on the DOM.
Which is correct, but the point here is, if you see, right, you made a click on the product and you landed up on that, right, on that page. And if you see here, what we are doing is we are trying to select the size, right? So since it is, we are trying to work on the element side, it should have been able to find that element, right, due to this auto weight mechanism in Playwright. Okay, but the point what I'm Mhm.
Okay.
Right, it should have done that, and why it is not failing?
Yeah.
What is the timeout which I've given here?
Yeah, I think it will wait for the default timeout and then it will say.
Default timeout is how much? Default timeout.
It's 5,000 seconds.
It
The
is
global
200
timer,
seconds, right? 200 seconds. So it will be wait for 300, almost 3 minutes. Oh, it's too much time. So we should have reduced this to 20 seconds, or let's say 40 seconds.
Maybe let's break it again and then just
It failed. It failed, right? It failed.
finally.
Failed. But where is the error? Did it pass? It is not showing the error. Okay, let's see. The work console. Let me open the report.
We can open the report, right?
Yeah, I'm opening the report. Let's see what it did. npx playwright show report. Or spelling of playwright is wrong. Okay, it says it passed. No. Oh, why it is not running my test? It is not showing the correct report, right? It is doing just fill username, password, click, and all after hooks. This is not the right test case.
Selections should have been highlighted in green color.
No, it is just running some older script. Okay, I'll have to see what is happening here. Let me just close all this. Let's start again. So this is my spec file. What are we running here? We are running await login form, submit credentials. It did this. It also made a click on product link, and then it went here. Let me also clean up all this. Move to recycle bin.
can we try to run it in trace? Sorry, the UI mode and then headed, so we can see trace as
Right.
well as the headed version.
Right. So let's do it this way. So playwright test, and the project name is, that is Chrome test, I believe, and we'll run it in the UI mode.
Also, if we add the headed argument, the test run will create new browser like we run it from the test. Okay, that's fine.
So we are here, and let's run this test case. So if you see the source, this is our source file. Okay, we can also run in a debug mode, but let's run it this way first. Let's see what happens. So it will open a browser now. Okay, it filled the value. Great. It clicked on this. Okay, if you see, right, okay, it was able to do, right, it was able to do. So if you see, right, it was able to set this green 3, right, but not the M. Although if you notice, it was able to fill M first, then it went to fill green, and when it did so, right, it somehow this got this got unselected, right? And that is not an issue with your script. The issue is with the application, and that is what we have handled in all our cases of WebDevel also, and in case of Selenium also, right? And the same stuff needs to be done with this Playwright script also. Okay, now if you can see all this behavior here because of this intelligent thing which this has. If you see right here, see, if I talk about this, right, okay, let me just make it bigger. So this is about the clicking on this event, right? So if you see, you will do what? This is the action which you're taking. Before that, it looked like this, right? It was this, right? And once you made a click, right, this is how this is the time at which the action was taken. After you took the action, it moved to this page. Okay. Now on this page, if you see, right, it is still rendering. But let's go to the next step. In the next step, you can see, right, it made a click on M. This is the action. This is the action, right? We are making a click on M. Before that, it was like this. When you took the action, it looked like this. And after this, right, you can see it got selected, right? Let's move to the next line. If you see, right, this is after part. You see what is happening is, although you made a click on M here, right, you are making a click on M. Somehow, as soon as you moved here, right, on the next part, right, and you made a click on green now, you're trying to make a green. It is, I mean, see, try to understand, when you select this M or green, right, application needs some time for it to get to complete that operation. Okay, as of now, the auto wait mechanism, right, which Playwright has, what it does, it does what, it just takes its own way of testing things. Like, it will check, like, if you made a click, okay, whether the element is still editable, whether the element is still visible and all that, right? But here, right, we might have to do something else. Those auto waiting mechanism on this element is not sufficing our need. So in all these cases, what we'll do, we will put our own wait strategy. Okay, that is a perfect example of it. So we'll do it here. But now, if you see, right, when we made a click on green now, if we make a selection here on the green, right, you can see it is getting selected. And if you go to the input box again, right, you can see now M got selected. Okay, there is, okay, here this M is selected. What happened is, like, what is happening here is, right, that those two operations got hit in the browser, M and the green. What happened was, first of all, M, till the time you reach to this three part, right, M got completed, and that's why you're seeing this. But there is a conflict which green selection of green created. And if you would see, right, in the next step, you do not see that part, and it gets here. So again, it has nothing to do with your steps. It is the application issue, right, which I'm just trying to notify here. So you can't change the application. You will have to work around this kind of a behavior. Okay, so let's see what we can do. And if you see, right, yeah, please.
This kind of test can be termed as flaky, right? Until we implement the correct wait strategy.
No, it is not flaky. It is not. Yeah, if you leave it like this, right, it is not working at all. It is not even flaky, right?
Mhm.
It is not even flaky. Flaky, I would say, right, is something which works one time and does not work at the other time, right?
Oh,
Here it is not even working, because in the first attempt itself, it is saying that no, there is something wrong here.
got
Okay.
it.
So let's go now and see, right? Again, this could be a good handy thing, right, for you to understand, like, okay, what happened at what time, right? So this is one thing. But what we'll do is, we'll just close it and try to understand the behavior from the over there. We'll close all this. Great. Let's go back onto the application. Now see this. I'll open the inspect mode. Okay, let me just attach it here somewhere. It's on the bottom side. Not on the bottom. Let's put it in the right hand side. Here, right? So now, if you see this, I'm selecting M, right? This is M here, right? Now notice that if I make a selection on M, there would be something happening on the page. Okay, so, and that means that, and you will see, right, there is some rendering which happens in the brain of the browser. See, and also notice something happening here, especially in this div tag, where you will see a loading bar, right? And something will happen. So something will be happening here, and also these A tags. As of now, it shows like this. So let's move up. Let's make a selection. If you see, sorry, if you make a selection, right, you see a loading bar was there. Now if you see, right, loading bar has, it was showing some value over there. And now if you also see, this list tag has class as selected now. Getting it?
Yeah.
Right, so there is so what we need is, right, we want to wait until this operation gets completed on the DOM. Okay, we want to wait. So one of the way which I can do is, I can wait until this li tag, which is the parent of this A tag, right, which is the M size, gets a class called selected. Getting it? So if I'm able to have a wait strategy for this part, it can help me to achieve that thing, right? It can help me to wait until that kind of a operation. For doing that, we have a method which we have already looked into earlier at the locator level, I believe. which is wait for selector. Wait for this one. Order sent. Wait for not this one. Is it at the page level? Just a second. Wait for load state, wait for function, wait for event. No, I think that is the one which you have to wait for. Okay, wait for URL, wait for workers, wait for load state. This is for the URL, this is for this is for event, this is for this. Okay, I think it is at the locator level only, this one only. Wait for. We have used it earlier. Yeah, Kiran.
So the day after yesterday, we are talking about to in expect assertions to have class. So we can use it here as well. So we can say expect this to have class as selected. So the new except can be used here.
You can do that, but I'm thinking, let's say, will it also make sure that the page waits for the timeout? I think it will, but okay, okay, we'll use that part also, right? We'll use that part also. But I think there was one more way, right, which we can specifically mention that we could do this or do that. I know we have used it somewhere. I'm forgetting it. Just a second. It was in this spec file. It was in this archive file. Let me just check. Uh, Control F. Wait for event. No. Wait for event. No. Wait for event. Not for this one. Wait for event. Wait for event. Wait for load state. Wait for load state. Wait until, right? Okay, wait until is for this one.
No, I think I'm remembering like locator dot wait for inside that
Selector.
can
Page
pass.
wait for selector, right? This one. Wait
Yeah,
for selector. This is what I wanted to have.
and
But
also
why?
talked like that. Wait for selector is depreciated. We could use
Hmm.
locator dot wait for, and inside that we can pass an object visible equals to true.
Okay.
Otherwise, the state is visible, something like that.
Okay. Okay. So it was wait for, right? That on the locator part. Okay.
The wait for selector is depreciated because of that we are using wait for.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go to Freeport page. This is the select size. We'll go here and we'll make a click here, right? After making a click, what I'll do is we have the locator which we got from here. This dot locator in selector type. What I'll do is uh, I will collect this locator. Let locator let size locator equals to this, and then what I'll do is it okay. I have not made a click, right? So let's make a click first. Await size locator dot click. Make a click, and then once it makes a click, I will do what? I want to get to the parent of this, right? So this is pointing to the A tag, okay? This is pointing to the A tag. I want to get to the li tag. So to do that, I can do what? I can say size locator dot. There was a method called parent, I believe. Size locator dot get my text over inner text enabled page press. No, wow, what is this page? Dot. We have seen, right? Why I'm forgetting the name. Just a second.
Remembering it.
Uh, there was a locator at where we were saying the parent of something, right? Control F. I where did we saw that?
Look, good. Um,
Okay, let's find. Find parent of a locator in Playwright. Playwright. Find parent of a locator in Playwright. Uh, what we do here is child locator. Okay, we have,
Dot locator dot.
but yeah, this child locator and parent locator, right? What this is page dot locator. There was something called this only, right? Page locator and child locator.
Yeah, the line, the const parent locator can give us the parent locator of this.
I am not seeing this. That is my question. Parent locator. I remember we discussed this. Parent locator is not being shown. Hmm. Okay, very strange. Okay, never mind. I will do this way. I will have another way. No worries. So create. So we have this, right? Create size locator. What I'll do is I made a click on it. I will say size locator dot locator, right? Locator, and then I will go one step back and we'll do what? We'll run the parent tab on it. So what I'm going to do is, if you see this code, right? If you open this up, if you go there, do a control F and write it this way, and you say I'm here, let's say, right? You are here, right? I want to go to the li tag. How to go to the li tag? You will have to say parent
Parent.
li, and you are here, right? You're here
Yeah.
on this part. So I'll use this approach then. We have a lot of things, right, under our sleeves. So if one doesn't work, we can use the other. What I'll do now is locator, this part, and now I can check the class on it, right? So we'll wait. Do we have a wait for? Yes, wait for. But the problem is it only checks these states. No, so wait for will not work. We will do what? And what he was listing is,
We want to check the attribute, right? So
but we wanted to wait until that attribute works, right? So okay, what we can do, we were using that part, na? Just a second. Uh, what we have, there was an event called, there was a wait for, right? Just a second. Why am I forgetting today? Just a second. Wait for. If we go by wait for does all this, which is fine. And then there was something called, is it at the page level? If we go to the page, we have on method, right, on these events, and we could create wait for event. Okay, but event will take only these events which it has. Wait for function, watchdog for function. We can use this part also, wait for function, and do this part. Okay, let's try to use this. Maybe we did not cover this part. Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so this is the page which you have. This dot page dot wait for function, and we wanted to wait until when? Let's get a locator first. So the wait for function should return you a boolean value, I believe, or something out of this. Okay, so what we're talking about is we have to say wait for function. What we'll do is we'll copy paste this part, size locator dot this, and we'll say get uh, attribute a, no, I'm forgetting this. No, okay, I'm
Hi,
totally, yeah, please, please.
sorry, I was not there. I got a call. So have you got the like parent locator, right?
Yeah, parent is this one, right?
Yeah. So what we can do is like parent locator dot wait for
Parent
here.
locator. So I can do wait for.
Yeah, wait for, and then inside that function we can create an object for state to visible.
But that is always visible, right? What we want to check is that it attains it attains a class attribute called
Yeah.
selected.
So then we have that new method like expect uh, expect class.
So we have to use expect only in those cases.
Comment. So await expect located to have class selected.
Okay, let's use that approach also. Expect. So we'll have to import this first. Quick import from here. Expect, and then we'll use this locator thing, right? Expect dot locator
Yeah,
locator
class
dot to be selected
to have class.
to. Okay,
So
to have
that
class. To
and
have class, and we'll say
class the like value of class. What is it in?
expected value, right? Just
Yeah,
this one. So it will be selected. Selected.
yeah.
Selected. Okay, and but there's a timeout, and again timeout I believe would
The
be
default is 5 seconds, I guess, or expect.
default is 5 seconds. So I think 5 seconds are sufficient. Okay, and we'll have to do await here, right? Await here. Okay, fine. So let's try this out. Let's see if it works. Okay. Uh, size dot locator. I don't need this anymore. So this should be like it should be waiting for it and then making a selection, right? And similar stuff needs to be done for the color also. Let me copy paste this part from here and run this. We'll have create a colors locator, color here, and it will be color locator, and color locator dot locator parent I to have selected this, and we don't need this part here, and return this. Okay, let's see what if it works or not. If it doesn't work, I will find a solution and let you all know. But let's see right now. Other approach, just for the timing, which I can also fix. Okay, why is this open? Is maybe I can provide some other wait out timeouts here. But let's see. It is open the browser. It went there. Okay. Here there is a different problem. It is not even clicking right. Failed. Timed out 5,000 milliseconds waiting for expected. So expected saying this, received is this.
It
Okay.
have clicked, I guess.
But we already did it, right? We already clicked on it, but that is not receiving the click. Okay, leave it. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll fix it and try to come up with a solution and show you then. Okay.
Sure.
Uh, so okay, so this is the cart. This is the product page. Okay, we have to do. I was thinking I could cover multiple pages today, but seems like this has some issue. Okay, so I'll fix it right and show you tomorrow. So we'll fix this problem. See, this is one problem, right? This M and green part. Okay, this is one problem which you have to solve. Second problem is that if you click on this right, I believe that even this might have a problem. Okay, this might have or this might not have because this is a locator, right? And due to the auto wait strategy of Playwright, you might find that this works. Okay, but we'll see. If it does not work, then we'll have to find a solution for this also. But if you click after this right, then things are simple. We have already worked on the web tables right earlier, so we'll just reuse that code and we'll be able to form these thing over on this page, and we can make a and it's just a click on checkout. So this will also work. Once you make a click on checkout right, the next information are again same. We have worked on drop downs earlier, right, and all these text box. These are also same similar. One thing which might change is the shipping method. because this is also again dynamic, right? It is not existing here, and it will reload on this page. It will load on this page once you make some selections above, and then the payment part also. So there are three tricky things. One is the shipping methods, then the payment mode, and the third one which we are already dealing with, right? That element part on the site. Otherwise, everything else we have already seen through different operations on drop downs, web tables, and all that. Okay, so I'm still hopeful that we'll be able to complete this, at least the POM part by tomorrow. But let me find the solution for the existing issues, and we'll connect tomorrow for that. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, so but yeah, but the page object model will look like this only. Okay, this is how you design page object models for your classes, for your different pages, and this is how you will start. You will see the benefit of it in using in a framework. Okay, there is nothing else to share as of now. We'll connect tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, sure.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye.
Thank you.